Hey everyone, this is John Rollins. It's Wednesday, a little after 7 p.m., and it's time for our weekly S.T.R.I.V.E sessions. S.T.R.I.V.E strategies to remain informed, strategies to remain victorious, strategies to remain empowered. So excited to be with you all again on tonight, and I hope that we are providing you with something that is bringing some value to your life, trying to give you something that will uplift you, inspire, encourage you, especially for those of us who are in the body of Christ, those of us who have built a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ, and we are trying to figure out how to make this thing work. There's so much stuff going on today. I tell you, I heard someone say, if I had a seed of insanity in my makeup, I think that thing would take full bloom, full blossom. But I'm grateful, I'm thankful that I am in my right mind, and I hope that's the same for you as well. We want to continue our Pursuing Wisdom series. We've been talking about this for some time, and I keep saying that we're nearing the end, but I keep getting different thoughts that I believe that I can share with you that may help you out. And so hopefully we're doing the same thing on today. We're giving you something that will give you a thought, something that you may say, anybody remember Arsenio Hall? Things to make you go, hmm. Hopefully giving you something to think about. And then based on how you think about it, maybe it will help you to live your life differently. I I see the sun is coming in through my window, so but we'll be okay. All right. So our topic today is, was it really worth it? Was it really worth it? I'm going to slide up a little bit, hopefully, so I can not have that sun have as much of an impact on me. Was it really worth it? All right. I'm going to talk a little bit about our expectations and how we deal with those. I know we referenced it a little bit some time ago in the series, but I want to come with a little bit more detail from a slightly different angle. And we're talking about our expectations and how we deal with those expectations, how we're living our lives. Do we have the brakes on, or are we full pedal to the metal, full steam ahead? I remember hearing, I think it was Jack Canfield and the Success Principles. He says, if you ever ride down the road and you discover that you have your emergency brakes on, he says, what do you do? And it's hindering how fast you're able to travel from your place where you were to the place you're trying to go. He says, and you discover that you have your emergency brakes on. Do you mash on the gas and try to go farther or faster, or do you release the brakes? Okay, and we're going to talk about risk taking and releasing the brakes on the pursuit of those things that matter to us. Okay? And I'm going to say it now, and I'll probably mention it again. I'm not talking about being foolhardy in the risk that we're taking. We're talking about how we prepare for and respond to calculated risk. All right. So start out with expectation. The definition of expectation: a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. Our expectation: a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future. Or it could be a belief that someone will or should achieve something in the future. How many times have we set our expectations based on the recommendations, the input, the suggestions of someone else? I made a statement some time ago that says your ability to influence others is always at war with their ability to influence you. You all are continually, constantly sharing and putting out signals, putting out thoughts, putting out words, and those words are being heard and processed, and then you're giving some in exchange, and somebody's hearing and processing what you're saying. Okay, and we're always making suggestions and recommendations. Our body is giving out signals. Okay, and those things are helping to set expectations. So how many times have we set our expectations based on the input from someone else? Someone says, I remember when I worked at the police department, and one of the supervisors at the time, and we still talk about this, we still joke about it to the day. She said, John, have you ever had sushi? I said, nah, no, I can't say that I have. John, you should try it. I say, okay, well, I'll try it. It is not a secret that pretty much the only food that I don't eat is bananas. I'll eat almost anything else, but I won't eat a banana. I there's a story behind it, and it probably take too much time. Okay, But our meals, people say, hey, go to this place. They have the best steak. They have the best seafood. They have the best uh, pulled ground beef or sushi or whatever the meal may be, the best Italian and best Mexican. Okay, they make a suggestion. Okay, a movie. I remember for the longest people were back when Black Panther came out. John, you need to go and see Black Panther. John, you're gonna love it. I was watching all of these and post on Facebook. I would listen to input from so many people. People make recommendations on movies, the movie's type or movie style or genre. Vehicles, man, I'm telling you, if you want a good car, you need to get a. Or if I've had my so and so for so many years, I haven't had any problems with it. Businesses, especially now when we have people who are going into the because of COVID. We have a lot of people who are doing stay-at-home businesses, and people are making recommendations on based on the success that they've had. They're trying to help their friends out with some ideas. Hey, look, it doesn't require a lot of time. It doesn't require a lot of effort, and you can get a good return on it. Your career. You see someone, maybe a mentor, someone, and they are a person who excelled in a field, and you say, you know what, based on the life they're living, I want that type of life. You go that route too. Relationships. You see relationships that work really well. You say, man, I want that. You see relationships that go really bad. You say, I'm afraid of that. Okay, recommendations based on life, the kind of life that you're living. But we have so many times where people set expectations for us, and then sometimes those expectations become a reality. The way that the person described the situation is exactly how it turns out. Everything that they said about it was true. Sushi turned out to be pretty good. I still eat sushi to this day. All right. And yes, I eat the eel, the squid. I'll try it all. In some cases, the situation exceeded your expectation. Someone that recommends a movie, and you go back and you watch that movie 4, 5, 6 times. They recommend a career choice, and you find your calling, your purpose in life. Okay. And in some situations, you are woefully disappointed. The way they built it up, the expectation that they set for you, it turns out it was nothing like that. Your experience was nothing like what they said they experienced. It's kind of like being in you remember what I think for the holidays, maybe around Christmas, we get that sorted box of chocolates. And you have you have on the back, it tells you what each one of them is. And many times you don't know what it's going to taste like until you've taken a big chunk out of it. Well, that's how it is sometimes with expectations. Say, who do you know that have chosen a path for their life based on the way or the yay or nay vote of someone else? Maybe it was a teacher, a parent, a coach. They said that you don't fit the mold, you don't fit the build for, and you fill in the blank. You want to be an engineer, or you don't fit the mold. You want to be an actress, an actor. You don't fit the mold. You want to be a ballerina, a dancer. You don't fit the mold. And so that person voted on you. They gave you a year and they vote. It's kind of like when you go to you see the America's Got Talent, you see those types of programs. And you, even though they're supposed to be the experts, they will make a vote on you based on an isolated occurrence. And then because of that decision, we don't take a risk. A person could be well-meaning. They could be trying to help you to avoid pain. Uh, we try to avoid risk. Risk is defined as a situation that involves exposure to danger. And danger is defined as the possibility of suffering harm or injury. A person or thing that is likely to cause harm or danger. The possibility of something unwanted or unpleasant happening. Can I tell you a secret? That's called life. Life. There's a possibility that you can get harmed or injured in life. There's a possibility that somebody's going to come in and they're going to harm you. They're going to injure you in your life. And I don't necessarily mean a physical injury, okay, but something could happen to you. Okay. Things may become unpleasant, or you may have some things that you never wanted to happen in your life. Okay. But how many of you heard these statements? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Or no pain, no gain. I like this one. No pain, no pain. So I'm not saying that we are the kind of people who go out and we're looking for painful incidents for our lives. That's not what I'm recommending. And I'm not saying that you should take foolhardy risk. I believe that there are some things that I, to this day, I just have no intention of doing it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, not that it couldn't be fun, but I have no intention of climbing into a plane and the plane is flying. There are no malfunctions, there's no turbulence, and then I'm going to jump out of it. I don't intend to do any parachuting. I don't intend to do any bungee jumping. There's something I have no desire to do. Okay, for me, those are foolhardy risks for me. Okay, but other people do it and they have their bucket list and they want to cross it off. If that's what you want to do, okay, don't let someone else talk you out of it. Okay, now I'll go on a cruise. I'll go on a fishing boat. I'll get out in the water. I have some people say, no, I won't take a cruise because that's just too much water to drink. The whole objective is to stay on the boat, to stay in the boat. You don't want to go into the water, and I know accidents happen. Stuff like that happens. It's called life again. Okay, but what happens is so many times we won't take a risk. Okay, I'm saying that the bigger reward is extended to the individuals who are on the playing field. The bigger reward is extended to the people who run the basketball court. And I'm just using terms that we know where people are rewarded very highly for their involvement. That the bigger return is to the person who's on the gymnastic floor or the person who's on the ice playing hockey. The person who's participating in the game typically gets a bigger reward than the person who's spectating on the stands. Okay. Many people will live their lives full. Some people are going to live their lives full of joy, full of laughter, full of memories, full of friendships, full of happiness. Some people are going to live their lives full of regrets, full of misery, full of pain, full of wishes. Some people are going to live their lives eating the woulda, coulda, shoulda pie. I call that regret pie. If you're not willing to take that risk, if you're not willing to get out of that comfort zone, again, we're talking about calculated risk, not foolhardy risk. But if you're not willing to get out and give it a shot, to see what it's like, to take that pair of chopsticks and put some wasabi on it and eat that sushi, then you may never be able to answer the question, was it really worth it? Okay, but for those of us who are willing to take a shot, to step up to the plate, to get out there on the field, to take the opportunity for promotion, to give yourself an opportunity to enjoy this journey called life, then you could be able to answer the question. Yes, yes, it was really worth it. If I had to do it all over again, I'll do it the same way. Yes, I will love again. I know I got hurt. I know it's frustrating, but I'll try it again. Yes, I will apply again. I know I didn't get the one that I thought I was qualified for, but I'll try again. Yes, I know that I was, I'm beyond the age where I should have already had my degree, but I'm going to try it again. And when we give our very best, then regardless of what the outcome was, we can answer the question. For me, it was really worth it. I wouldn't trade a thing. This is John with the S.T.R.I.V.E session. Strategies remain informed. Strategies remain victorious. Strategies remain empowered. And I close the way that I love to close. If you've not had someone to come in today to affirm you, to remind you of your greatness, to tell you how wonderful you are, to let you know that if you were not here, the world would not be the same. Please give me the privilege of being that person for you today. To remind you, and I wore my shirt today, my shirt and my wristband. I want you to know that today, tomorrow, and forever, you, you are important. You all be blessed. I hope we'll see you next week.